Hello. Okay, so are we recording? Yes, okay. Sorry for the start, but okay. I'm gonna show you how to put in our RuneScape private server. So in the first place, you're gonna need a base for everything before you even can start. So let's go to Rune server and go to the forum. Now there's a lot of stuff over here, not interesting. Just look here for rs2 server and look for downloads, and we're gonna look like I have here, runescape.zip. So I'm gonna log in so I can search for it. Makes it a lot easier. Whoops. This makes it a lot easier to do everything. So now I can use this advanced search, and I'm gonna search for runescape. Search now. If you don't have an account, it will be you can search. So I should say make an account on Rune server. Okay, so here it says what all is done already. So this is really recommended for every basic coder. And use the mirror download links since these two are already down, but these two are working fine for a long time already. So as you see, I did download them already. To open them you need at least a WinRAR. If you don't have WinRAR you can't open them even. So you just need to go WinRAR, search it on Google, and you find WinRAR. So I'm using this one. This is for the Dutch. English version, just use the WinRAR you need. It's not really a big deal. Just download it. It's not that difficult. I'm not gonna tell how to work that at it. So I'm gonna show the map. Put it over here, and I take this one. Oh. And I put this over here. So now we have that. I'm opening this. Okay. Yes. There it is. And I just paste it on the desktop. So that's taking a little time. You press that away and you open this one. And you put this one also on the desktop. It's not really a big deal. So, and you can click this away also. Now, to make it easy, I'm most likely do this. I change the name and do it like server. Whoa. Of course. Client, and here it says already server. So to start off, you need to take a look at the compiler and at the run button. As you can see here, it's Jagex 1.6.025, and then I'm going to my GDK. Let's see where it is. You need to go to Program Files or Program Files x86 if you're Windows 7 like me, but strange thing, it's me added here, and just see I have GDK 1.8025. So change it to 6 into an 8, and for it's the same. If you don't do this, it won't even work. So please look at this first. Just change it, accept that, and change this. I'll show you what happens if you don't do it. Let's see. Yes. This one isn't changed, like I say. So if I now press the run button, it just don't do anything. It just won't work. But I changed this one, like you saw, and this is the compiler. With the compiler you update your files. So everything you change, you need to compile it. So always compile if you did something, but be sure you don't change too many stuff at one time. And if you're making mistakes, you can't fix it. So I'm changing this myself also. This is also the GTK 1.8025. You save it, you exit it, and as you see, it will work fine. That's not a big deal. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at a client. If lucky, the client already have an AutoCase downloader, and if unlucky, it doesn't have. But I did choose one that have at least an AutoCase downloader. This can be very difficult. I'll show you what happens now. If I do this, it closes immediately. So always take a look where it places. And this one doesn't even have it, so this one works or it won't work. I'm not gonna make that too difficult. For me it works, but if this one don't works, just take a look at the run64, try to change it, and take a look again at your Java file. As you can see, it's x86, but for me it's broken files normally. So just get that x86 away and change this JRA to an 8, and normally it should work. Else you need to change complete file, like that. So what I'm doing is this, taking a look at that one, and I'm just write it over, so you're sure you have the right one. I'm saving it, and now it should work. Take a look, and there we go. It's gonna work, as you see. Now I'm gonna close this one since I already have one open over here, since this one did work fine for me. Of course this one has also a compiler, and as you see, it's over here, compile. So change this on also, like I did, 16 to 8, and I have the right JDK version updated there, and this will work fine also. Normally this shouldn't give any errors like it does now. It doesn't give any errors, so no problem, no big deal. Now let's try to log on. If we can log on, that's already done. This is done, as you can see. Now let's make it easy. I show you where to change it. Remember, I'm gonna show you. 127.0.0.1 is just the host IP, as I can say it like that. This is the IP only the host can log on. No one else can join your server if you use this IP. This is just for you and not for anyone else. If you want to put it online, please take a look at my next video, since I will explain it there, how that works. Let's go on to the basics. Like I said, I can log on, no big deal. Now, excuse. If I log on, it says there are comments, but if you just type it, you get comments are on the forums. That's just completely bullshit. You want to change that. So in the first place, I'm gonna open this one, and we're gonna search for commands.java. As you see, it opens. Whoa. And as you can see also, I'm using a complete other version. I'm using Notepad++, since this works a lot easier. To download it, please just go on Google. I'm gonna show you that first. Notepad++, and you can find a home, and you just can download from here. See, Notepad or released, just download from here, no worries. It says here big download, can't miss it. But for the start you can also use the normal file to open it, okay? But it's just to make it easy. Now let's see if we can find them. What I'm doing is just this, I'm gonna search for it. Commands, of course we won't get it. So insert it like this. As you can see, like this. Just search for this. As you can see. Now take it back to normal again. Just like that. So as you can see, there's everything you need. Everything. And let's see what kind of comments work and what kind of comments don't work. Always take a look at that. As you can see, donor zone won't work for a regular player, so that's good. So let me self log out and give myself a rank. Just be sure that comment works already, else we can re-edit it. So I put my chart to write this on 3, so it needs to work right now. Let's see. As you see, I give myself an admin rank. How nice is that? And even then it won't work, so the comment list here is messed up. I knew this before. So as you see, there's nothing like to change yourself member status is 1. But normally it shall not give any problem if member status is 1 and your player rights is 3. But to make it easy, we'll change this also to 2. Always log off before, else you won't change it back. So now it should need to work. And there we go. We are the donor zone. Now to change this location, we always need to look at the comment that we have for it. So there's always one comment you really should need, and that's this one, my pose. If player rights is 3, and like I did show, member status change that to 2 and player rights to 3. Player rights will say what kind of rank you have. If your player rights 3, you will be an administrator, so you can use it. So now let's say I'll go to donor zone and I check my position. You see X2044 and I4529. So let's take a look at that. We're going up and we're gonna search just for that X, so we are sure we have the right one. So I'm just typing this and let it search to the up. As you see, this is donor zone. That's the comment, you just use it. You did teleport to 20444529. You can see here, the 0 is the height. I can show you what happens. If you change the height, you can just come in black front or it will be all doubled. So don't mess with the height, just the X and I is fine. 99% times you don't need to change the height. So let's say I want the donor zones completely somewhere else. So this will be a random location. I just press anything. Let's see. Okay, that's not really handy for me. Let's see what else. We're going just to agility place. Don't know why I teleported here, but it doesn't matter for now. So let's say we make here the donor zone. We do again this comment. Always do that. So you're getting this. This is the comment you use in game to show your X and I location. That X and I location is location you use. So we're having here 2715 for the X. The first is always the X. So let's change that. 2715. And this one is the I, so we're gonna change this to 34. 85. This is just the location of where you go. As you will see, I'm gonna save it. I'm just teleporting to home, so I have a completely different location. Like you see, I'm a completely different location. Lock myself out and put the server completely offline. Now I'm gonna use the compiler, and as you see, I'm getting an error, rigid end of file were parsing. Anything it will say isn't just that difficult, just missing this kind of thing. This can, because I have access to enter between it, I'm gonna use holding that line back and close the compiler and try it again. Let's see what happens. He does it again. So this means you need to go completely down at the file and just put another over here, like this. Now it shouldn't be giving any errors at the moment, and it doesn't. Like you see, now I'm putting the server back online and gonna do play now, and gonna do again double donor zone, and there we are. We just changed location. Not bad. But of course, that's not everything. Let's say we're gonna add a completely new comment. So, just gonna search for donor zone. To make it easy, we're gonna copy and paste it. This is just for the easy. So it stays easy and it won't be too difficult to you. Now, all we need to do is to find a completely new location. So, gonna teleport again. Let's say we want it in Valador. We want to add that comment to teleport to Valador. So we do this again, my push. Since we just copy and paste it, there's no big deal to change it. Only thing you need to do is change this X and I again. But because you see here, say send message, welcome to donor zone. Of course we want that. We don't want to have that. We can say welcome to Valador. Oh, Valador. Like this. And just save it. Now, let's kick myself out of the game. And let's update it again. Doesn't give any errors, so you will be fine. And just press the run button again, and there we go. Just play now. Let's see, we added it as donor zone. Whoops. Be sure you change that back to Valador, else it can be a little problem. So, Valador. There we have it. I'm compiling it again. Don't forget, we have a member status on this. This means on the player, let's see where we are, there, going to data, charities, and I look at myself. As you can see, I have this member status on 2, so it won't get any problems to teleport myself now. I show you. Just be sure you're typing comment right. And there we are at Valador. But if I shall change myself over here, and I press this on 1 and just save it again, I can't use this comment. I show you. Nothing happens. Completely nothing happens. Doesn't matter where I stand, it just won't work. To put that off, I'm going to show you. Just delete this. This is the only problem at it. I'm going to delete this, we're holding this. That's all you need to have. So for sure, just compile. Let's see if it gives errors. It's possible, but it won't happen. Now I'm logging on again, and I'm doing again Velador. Oh. Only problem is I did type it completely wrong over there, like you can see, but it doesn't matter for now. As you see, it works right now, no big deal. So we're having that. So you added a completely new comment, and as you see, welcome to Velador, and I'm gonna do this, and you get welcome to Donor Zone, but you did see this already. Now let's see if there are shops. There must be shops somewhere. There are always somewhere shops. So let's see. Normally they just put it at home, or there's a completely new comment. Let's take a look. The shop assistant. As you see, that's a very nice shop. Just the general supplies, like it says. Now, to change this, we're going to shops, and we're gonna open this one. Like you see, there are some shops added over here. There aren't really that much. Shop 1 is general supplies, like you see here. And since we having an admin status, we can use a spawn command to spawn any item in the game. But this can be 2 commands. So let's search which one we need to use. This one it isn't. So let's see where they put it. Just gonna scroll down and let's see. It can be anything. Everyone use their own, so in this case we're using pick up. So I'm gonna do that. Pick up 144841 and we spawn Dragon Claws. To make sure you can wear it, just do master and you can wear it. No big deal. So we're having that. Now, to be sure, we're gonna add some new item to the shop. And let's say I want to just put Dragon Claws in this and nothing else. Then we're gonna delete all this and we're gonna do this. Use tab between the item and the amount. This is the item ID. So item ID tab and amount. That's all you need to do. So the item ID of Dragon Claws is 14484. I'm gonna do tab, and let's say we want that the shop only have 5 Dragon Claws in store. That's like this. If you don't know what the item ID is, let's just say use item DB. You can easily find it. Go here, item DB, and there we have it again. As you see, I added it to my favorites. At least I did. But it can be handy just to add to your favorites. So I'm doing that again. And let's say Dragon Claws. Over search, we find 1484. As you see, you have also 14485. This will be the noted version. The 14486 as orders can work on any server, but it's just completely different from the base you downloaded, or you need to make a completely own base, but that will be very difficult for a starter. So let's just hold it, just try the IDs you think you need. Most times it just will be the lowest ID number, since we are using a 317 server. It's just the most easy server to start with. Okay, like I showed, gonna put myself away there. I did change this and I did save it. Now let me self log out and put the server offline, and now we're gonna update it. It can happen, there won't be changed anything, but then our multiply shop files. This can be annoying, but isn't a big deal. So let's see. In this case, you just put it over here, and there's already a price from 46 million. But of course, you think the price isn't that right. We're gonna search price. We're searching again for the 14484. As you see, here's a price from 40 million. This will most likely be the sell price, but to check this out, we already spawned class. You see, there's a 40 million sell price. So if you sell it, you see, it won't stack up since there's a limit of 5. But you're having 45 million coins since you sold it for 40 mil. If unlucky, there's another sell price file. Let's see, there is no other file, so this is already handled, that a random amount will be taken off when you sell the same item again. So in this case, Dragon Claws, the shop sells it for 46, but you will buy it for 40 mil back. So let's say we want it for 90 million. We just change it to 90, just to make it easy. Now I kick myself out of the game again, and I always just use a compiler, just to be sure you're doing the update. I know I won't be getting errors, but to do the update you need a compiler, so just use it. We're logging on again, and there we go. You see, the price is good. Is a little bit higher than before, since there is added a random amount. I'm gonna tell you later how this works, but for now this is just a basic of how to change the shop items. To add more items, going to the shop here again, we're doing tab again, since we did have only one item and an amount, so always use tab again, then start off with a new item. We just put 11694, that's an Armadillo God Sword, and we're doing tab again. We want also 5 of this one in this store, and we're just gonna save it again, like this. So log yourself out, put the server offline, going back to your storage, and using compiler again. As you see, nothing interesting happens, it does all the same again. Just press any key to continue, and there we go. Now we're gonna run this server all over again, and we're just logging on. As you see, the Armadillo God Sword is edited, but it's only 172 coins. That's very low for Armadillo God Sword, so let's change that. Let's see. I'm very close to it, so I'm just gonna scroll up. 11694, and here he is. See, here's 150. So, but we wanted to make it 50 million. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and save it. Like I said, 1 above is 9 of 10 times is it a noted version, so make sure you make that always the same as a normal version that's in the shop. Since if someone sells a noted version to a shop, he will get a less lower or a more higher amount than it shall need to be. So make sure you make your economics stable to make the prices equal. Just save it, put your server offline, and use the compiler again. We're running the server again, and we're gonna log on again. Gonna talk, and as you see, the price has changed. It's now 17 million. But since we're disconnecting ourselves all over the time, it won't save almost anything we're doing. This is just a bug in the game, but I'm not gonna tell or anything how to fix this at the moment, since that's for a later video. Gonna sell the dragon claws, and now it stocks up. And it's going down again when you open the shop. But when I'm logging out, as you can see, the 95 million stays. Let's say I'm gonna sell more items. And now I kick myself out of the server and log on. As you will see, 9 of 10 times it resets your items, like you see. This is able to fix, but I'm coming back on this later, so please, if you want to save it what you have done on your own account, just log out. Don't do anything else, just log out if you want to save it. Then close your server. If it doesn't matter to you and you only like the code and where it's meant to be, then just click the server away and just take a look if your coding did work fine. Now, to make sure I'm adding everything to this, I'm gonna also show how to edit a completely new shop. So we're gonna search for spawn config. As you see here, that's over here. Let's say you don't know any NPC ID. Most likely I don't know them all. I know a few, but I don't know them all. Then we're gonna search on Google for rune locus. This is also a help site for us as coders. So now I hope the site works. Yes, I'm going to go into tools and NPC ID list. Let's say we want hands. That was the first NPC edited, if I'm right, to the game. So you see a lot of numbers. Just try it out. So let's see. We're having here spawn config. We're doing spawn is 1. We copy this just for the easy, and we press 0. Up, he doesn't find any, and if we're going downside, he doesn't find any also. So this means there is no hands in this game. We're making a new file, completely new line. Not a new file, new line. We're gonna copy what we had to make it more easy. Change this all to 0. He doesn't need to fight, he needs a shop. So there we have a column shop hands. And we're making the spawn 0, since the NPC ID is 0. To make it more clear, spawn is then NPC ID, that's over here, that's the 0. Here we have in the X location, and here we have in the I location. To make it more easy, that's the same thing we did for the comment we added it. So we did edited validor to the teleport, the X and the I, and you find it here all over again. I'm just deleting that, and I have my tab between this. This all doesn't say a lot. Yes, we have in here the height and the walk. So if you say I want to let my shop walking, then you press it on 1. He will walk. It will be a few steps, but he will walk. If you put it on 2, he will take a look at the north, east, west or south. This can be anything, but it's up to 5, so try that out what way he looks. I don't know it's right now, so but we're going back later on this. Now let's say we're gonna save it as first. Just take a look if the shop is really here like we want. We're gonna compile it, and we're just pressing OK. It's all fine. Put the server back online, and we're gonna log on. We're gonna teleport just to that location, like I'm doing here, and here we have Hans. As you see, he doesn't do anything at the moment. And why not, since we have nothing done with him, only we did spawn him. So we're gonna change his location as first. Let's say we want him right over here. We're doing my pose. We're taking a look, and we're seeing the X and the I again. So we're changing this to the X and the I we're having over there, and we're saving it there. So to speed it a little bit up for you and for me, we're going to handle him right now. To handle him, just look for open shop. We're getting 2 files, so we just take a look at both. Open shop, and here we are. We have immediately a lot of files with open shop. To make this most easy, just copy this, and we're gonna paste it over here. The case will be the NPC ID. So since Hans is an NPC ID from 0, he is case 0. Then we having C get shops open shop 9, but we want a complete new shop for him, so we're gonna add a new shop. So let's say we're making a new line over here, making shop is, and let's say 21, and we say Hans shop. Press this on 2, and we'll do mine adds automatically to zeros. Why, I don't know. Doesn't matter for now. Let's say we want something in the store. So let's just spawn a random item. Let's say a whip. There we have a whip. There is a whip. So we're putting that NPC that item ID put we over here again, and we're doing the same as we did before, like this, and we save it. But since we added a completely new shop, Hans needs to open that shop, and in this case Hans is shop 21. So let's say we wanted to open shop 21. But for sure I always check it out if there is not another shop 21. In this case there is. So we're gonna change our shop file again. Let's say we make it 90. Gonna search again, change this 21 to 90, and there's no over here and no over here. So we're changing this also to 90, so he opens up. This is second click NPC, so he will not go open. And why not, since this will be the second click. So let's say if I can find someone with a second click, yes, here we have. If you also add it to the man, it will be talk to will open a shop, since it is second click from the NPC. So I'm gonna search again for case 0 and just copy it. Don't make it more difficult than it already is. And let's see where the first click NPC is. And then we're going up. First click NPC. so he opens it with talk to. Just paste it over here again. I'm gonna save the file. Now, since we had another one, I'm always taking a look just to be sure it's going alright. Open shop. Let's see what we get. There's nothing special in here, so just forget about this file. This is all we need: the action handler.java and the span.config.cfg. We have all this added on 0. We have changed it, hence its location, to here. So I'm gonna stand over here, I'm going to log out. We did save this one, we did save this one, we're gonna close the server. Now it's time to update it all over again. So we're gonna use a compiler. And it'll be fine, it won't give any errors. It does it now, so we're fine. Gonna run the server again, play now, and let's see if our shop is really here. We're gonna talk to, and here is a completely new shop with an abyssal whip with a wrong price. I did show you how to change the price, but I'm gonna do it once more. I'm gonna search for 4151. That's the ID of the whip. It's pretty strange, as you see, since I did do pick a 4151, and we're having this. So let's take a look what's wrong. And here we have our problem. This isn't the same, so this can be a problem. We're gonna copy this, we're gonna copy this and paste it over here. Gonna save the file, gonna close it, and let's see if it's fixed right now. We're gonna compile. And we're gonna run the server again. And hopefully it's right now. Good. It isn't. Too bad. Not a big deal at the moment. To fix this, I'm going on in a later video, but for now I think this is more than enough information for right now. I hope you did enjoy this and that is very helpful, and there comes more. And yeah, I see you in the next video hopefully, and goodbye.